Hey, so today I'm going to talk to you guys about the three different ways that I know of that doctors commonly attempt to treat acne. Um, and first, what I want to get out of the way is acne is a symptom of an overarching problem. It's not a disease in itself, and it's not caused by bacteria in the skin. It's not caused by lack of cleanliness. In a lot of those explanations you may have heard in science class or online or whatever about the cause of acne being because a pore is blocked, because of because of the sebum. You know, while that is true, that is what happens, that is not the cause of the acne. The acne is caused because there's something wrong in your skin cells. Your skin cells are not functioning properly and exchanging fluids the way they should be. So first, let's get that out of the way. So any medical treatment that you receive to treat your acne is treating the symptom, but it's not treating the root issue or disease. So the three major ways that I've heard of online that people have been using to treat it are, for women, birth control, Accutane, and antibiotics. I know there's a lot of other just surface things they put on the skin. Yeah, that's probably not that bad, but these three are the main that are really horrible for you, and I just want to put this out there so that if you're considering one of those three options, because you feel like you have nowhere else to turn, you do have somewhere else to turn, and it's diet. It has to be diet. And it's slow, and it's not going to happen instantaneously, but those three things will mess you up more than when you began. So first I'll start with birth control. Birth control works by pretty much inhibiting your testosterone and increasing your estrogen and progesterone, which just for some reason make your skin better. I don't really know the exact reason why, but there are so many other side effects to birth control that that I would just not recommend you bother with it. Anything that's so birth control will help a lot of things when you get on it. So for me personally, it helped my menstrual cramps. I had very few cramps after I got on it. It helped my mood. I used to have some depression kind of thing, like I did. It wasn't clinically diagnosed, but I was definitely pretty angsty, like angstier than normal. And so it helped with that as well. And it also did help clear my skin after 2 years of consistent use. I started when I was 16. And the side effects it gave me were really low blood pressure. And it was also a diuretic. Yeah, I was taking Yasmin, which is a diuretic birth control pill, and I didn't know it was a diuretic, and I was not instructed to consume more water than normal. So I ended up passing out like 3 times, and it was not very fun. And I had, like I said, really low blood pressure too. And I started getting very small varicose veins. I was 17 or 18 when I was working at Five Guys, and I noticed I was getting these varicose veins. And you're not supposed to have that when you're that age. So clearly there was a blood flow issue, which is why birth control is a horrible option for a long-term acne treatment, because one, you don't want to be on it your whole life, and when you get off of it, you're probably going to rebound. Your hormones are going to be so out of whack because you've been still eating junk. Your body is still like under all this stress, but the pills are making it seem like everything's okay. So it's hiding the symptoms. Hiding the symptoms is really bad because your body is telling you something when you have acne. It's telling you there's something wrong. So when you hide that little voice saying, "Oh, help me," you're not going to get the right message, and later down the line, you may end up regretting it. I did myself, because when I got off birth control, my skin completely flared up and worse than it ever has before. Which is why I'm still making these videos about acne, because here I am, I'm 22, almost 23, and what I have is definitely some sort of hormonal or adult acne. It is not because I have oily skin, because I have dry skin now. I had oily skin back then, but yeah, it's a totally different type of acne, and I know myself well enough to know that it wasn't just the birth control that caused it, but it was the combination of what I did not do because my skin was okay because of birth control. I didn't seek to improve my diet or seek to look for alternative ways to fix my acne, because I had this thing that cured it until I got off of it, and then that's when I really started saying, whoa, what the fuck is going on? I need to find a natural way to put my body in balance. Because I realized what I said at the beginning of the video, which was all of those typical explanations for why acne occur is not the only reason. It's not the causal factor. In other words, that's not why you have acne. So, yeah, so birth control, I wouldn't recommend it. There's also other things that suggest it may be more linked to cancer, because you're putting more estrogen in your body. And we all know that, like, BPA is an estrogenic compound that can cause cancer in the body. Too much GMO soy has an estrogenic compound that can cause cancer in the body. Generally, estrogen is something you don't want in your body unless your body is producing it. So, you know, you can believe what you want, but I think ultimately if you want to live the longest, healthiest life you possibly can, you need to do it the natural way through proper diet and nourishing the body and mind. So the second thing that a lot of people try for acne is Accutane. And I know a lot of people already know the side effects, but what they may not know is that it causes liver damage. It is damaging your liver. When you damage your liver, that makes it even harder for your body to not have acne. When your liver's messed up, that means, if you don't know what the liver does, the liver processes everything that goes into your body. Literally everything you breathe, everything you drink, everything you eat passes through the liver. The liver is your filter. Like, it's like your air filter. And when your air filter gets really clogged, you know, it's gonna actually be spitting back crappy air. So in the same way, when your liver's clogged, it's gonna instead of cleaning the blood, it's gonna be putting more junk back into the blood, which causes acne, because the body now has all this shit in it, and it's like, oh God, I need to get rid of this. It's not, I can't expel it. Where do I go? Well, your skin is a huge orifice. So if it can't go out of your orifice meant for excretion, which is your anus, if it's not properly being diverted into your stools and passed through the body, it's going to go through your skin, and that's what causes acne. Not to mention, so I'll stay on topic. So ultimately, if you take Accutane, you are going to mess up your liver. When you get off Accutane, you're going to make it even harder for your body to get back into a natural homeostasis, because the liver's like been completely just, it's like you were drinking, you know, it's like you were binge drinking for however long you were on Accutane. That's really what it's like, because the vitamin A that's in Accutane is bioaccumulative, so too much of it causes a type of toxicity in the body, which the body can respond to, but it's not ideal if you want to live a long time. If you don't want to live a long time, maybe Accutane's a great solution for you. But I think for a lot of people, it causes a lot of other problems, such as mental problems and depression, all kinds of stuff. And you don't want to be messing with your brain. At least I don't, because I like my brain. You know, I want to keep it as long as I can. I don't want Alzheimer's. And if you want to preserve your brain, you just don't put that shit in your body, because maybe when you're older, you'll be like, oh crap, my brain is going, and then, you can have, if you want to solve it, you're gonna have to do extra work, extra cleansing, and all this stuff. So just don't even do it in the first place. The third thing I really want to talk about in terms of acne treatment is antibiotics. Antibiotics are exactly what they sound like. Anti means no, bio means life. No life. It'll kill all of the beneficial bacteria in your body that help you digest foods and properly assimilate the nutrients within your body, as well as the, I guess, bad bacteria. And it is, of all the solutions, it's the worst, in my opinion. Like, I mean, I don't know what's worse, long-term Accutane use or birth control use, or like short-term antibiotic use, but either way, none of them are a true fix. They're not solving the problem. But antibiotics are the scariest to me, because if you don't have gut flora, healthy gut flora, your skin is just gonna get worse because you don't have the healthy bacteria on your skin and your body to be able to combat the negative bacteria. I don't want to say bad bacteria, but it's, I guess for simplicity, I'll just call it bad bacteria. And when you wipe out your gut flora, and you don't eat well, like you eat like a lot of candy, a lot of fats, or a lot of Starbucks soy lattes, I don't care what the fuck it is, like anything that's sugary, with some fat in it, it's a breeding ground for candida at that point, because you've wiped away your colony of good bacteria, which fight off the bad ones, and now you're feeding it junk, which allow even more bad bacteria to grow. The more bad bacteria you have in you, you're going to see all kinds of issues going on in your body. Your stomach is your second brain. Think of it that way. Do you know that your stomach has neurotransmitters in it? It produces serotonin, dopamine, and other neurotransmitters, and it literally is your second brain. So when you think of it that way, the stomach and the brain are really connected. So if your stomach's fucked, because it's got a bunch of junk bacteria in it, that can literally affect your brain. Like, it'll affect everything in your body. Beneficial bacteria are key, really key. And if you have been on antibiotics, a good way to get rid of that is, or to add more beneficial bacteria is, you could take a supplement. Make sure it's a refrigerated supplement, because any supplement that is not refrigerated, except unless it's, I know that Green Vibrance is on the shelf when you first get it, but then you have to freeze it to keep the bacteria alive. That's because it's freeze dried, so the bacteria are they're stable, I think, in their not frozen state. But then when you open it and expose it to air, you got to keep it frozen. So that's Green Vibrance is one really good supplement that will give you a lot of nutrients and give you some beneficial bacteria. Another thing you can do is make kimchi. I'm sorry, sauerkraut. I used Kimberly Snyder's recipe for, she calls it like glowing green salad. She calls it some kind of salad thing. I'll put a link in the bottom, because it's really good, and it tastes really good too. And it's definitely good for your body to make your own sauerkraut or your own kimchi, because then you know that it's not pasteurized, which most of the stuff in the store is pasteurized, which means all the good bacteria is dead. And so bacteria are really important to preserving your body in general. It's really important for a lot of things, including like the soil. Even plants require beneficial bacteria in their soil to be able to survive. Every organism on life is literally dependent on bacteria in their system and in their ecosystem to balance bad bacteria, basically. So yeah, those are the top 3 things that I've seen people try to use. I've used one, which is birth control, and I don't recommend any of them. Ultimately, if you have bad skin, especially when you're young, if you're like 12 or something when you're watching this, like, I wish that I saw this when I was your age, because If I had known that it really is diet, I would have looked more into diet. But I was told by my doctors, and my parents, and by my school that it's not because of diet. So I was like, oh, I guess I need this Proactive, and I need this face wash. And I spent so much money on these face washes, and none of them worked. And they dried out my skin even worse. And, just save your money, save your time, save your sanity, and save your health in general. Because when you start eating more fruits and vegetables, and, that becomes the bulk of your diet, you're not just improving your acne, but you're improving your entire body, You're giving yourself a really good head start, especially if you're young. And, sometimes it's really hard if your parents are not supportive. They don't think fruits and vegetables are food. Like mine don't think fruits and vegetables are food. Because I eat only that, and they're like, oh, you need to eat some food. I'm like, I am eating food. I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, a large amount. You got to eat a lot of it to be successful. Especially if you're coming from a standard American diet where you have so many calories that are empty of nutrients. So yeah, if you're young and you're considering these options, or even if you're older and you're considering these options, just don't waste your time and money and your body, because I believe ultimately you don't know what it'll do to your body. It's possible that you'll get on it and then get off and everything works out, but it could go the other way. And I think that putting these poisons into your body knowingly, it's just why do that when you could just fix your diet? And I'd be more than happy to talk to anybody about steps that they can take to get started. I myself am not the perfect crown jewel of what I know. I don't always follow what I know, but I do know a lot of stuff, and I know what it's like to go from rock bottom. In terms of your health and fitness. So, and I really mean complete rock bottom, because I almost died when I had mono. When I was 17 or 18, I think I'm 17. And it completely destroyed my liver because I took Tylenol to fix the fever. So Tylenol actually destroyed my liver. And yeah, now I stay away from all medication and anything that will affect my liver. I used to drink a little bit more than I do now, but I still, I'll still have, a small amount of wine or something every now and then, but it's definitely not like what I used to drink. So, then if I do drink any alcohol at all, I always take milk thistle. You don't have to get this particular brand. Sorry, it's backwards. But just, honestly, any milk thistle will do. You just want to make sure that you're getting 200 milligrams of silymarin extract. So milk thistle, its name is Silybum marianum. And the silymarin extract is the thing that actually helps your liver. And I recommend the whole milk thistle supplement, the entire milk thistle plant supplement. Some of them are only the silymarin extract, but from what I've seen, a lot of supplements, if you isolate them from their entirety, it's not, you could be missing some other compounds that interact synergistically with the supplement to give you the best effect. So, sorry that was worded weird, but yeah, anytime you're doing anything, anytime I eat sugar, because sugar is the same as drinking a shot. If you eat a cake, you just took a shot, basically. Your liver sees it as the same thing. It processes it the exact same way. Sugar is, artificial sugar, not artificial sugar too, but sugar extracted from a plant that is not in the plant form anymore. So white sugar, turbinado sugar, any of those type of sugars. It all processes like alcohol in your body. So think of it that way. So anytime you eat sugar and alcohol, always, especially if you have acne, always I would take two of these every 2 hours, for the duration that you are drinking or eating junk. And I actually, what I also was doing, this past, God, this video is so long, I'm sorry. What I was also doing this past month was taking one pill every, every 2 or 3 hours or so, because it just gives you a dose of heal your liver. And I don't think that my skin would be as good as it is now if it was not for this. So, I really think milk thistle is really, really beneficial. It's one of the only herbs that I've seen that has extensive studies on it that show that it really can reverse liver damage. So, really important to get that in your body if you have acne, because you're guaranteed you have something wrong with your liver if you have acne. Yeah, I'll stop there because I'm at 21 minutes, but hopefully if you guys found this informative, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below or hit me up on my email. See ya.